Education is a very important topic. And again, under such circumstances as we had in 2020, and where agents were used to go to classes in person, they can talk, they can chat, they can network, they can ask questions. How did you switch, and what did you offer to your agents?
So education is key, and realtors are people. So we love to get together in the classroom because we love to thrive from each other. And so we knew we needed to be able to offer some online virtual options that felt as similar to the classroom as possible. So not something where they would just log in and do on their own, but having that Zoom, that face-to-face time with other realtors. And so we were able to pivot our GRI, which is one of the most taken courses within the Florida Realtor program. It's the Graduate Realtor Institute, and it offers a post-licensing course for 45 hours. It's also just an incredible designation to have. It's really what you need to know in real estate today. Oftentimes when our realtors take their pre-licensing course, it's a lot of legal terms and how not to get sued. The GRI is really how to run a business. How do I set up my business, and how do I make sure I am really great at being a realtor, both professionally, following the code of ethics, and building a business as a successful realtor. And so we were able to pivot that fully online, which is quite incredible. And we saw an uptick. I think our realtors really took advantage of learning more in 2020.
Exactly.
They really found some more time at home and said, how do I make myself better? We saw an uptick and an increase of 86% increase in online courses and total courses taken from 2020 to 2019, which is like a crazy number.
It's so impressive.
But for us, that shows us that people were hungry for information and making sure that they were adequately trained. We saw many of our brokers pivot to online training as well. I know Mike talked to you a little bit about what we did, but across our state, many of our brokers called into our tech helpline for help on how to train and what programs we could take from the Florida Realtors programs to be able to offer online as well. We coming up actually soon, April 8th, we're doing a statewide at home with diversity training with one of our trainers to get trained on a little bit more of our diversity training and to make sure our realtors are up to date with that. So we're consistently looking for what our realtors need in order to train. As I mentioned, we have 180 programs and services. We pivoted the majority of those to be able to take online. But Lucy, what I think was most incredible about 2020 was if you take a real estate course here in Florida and you would like to get your license, you have to go in person to take the state exam. And that's how it's always been. And, that's wonderful. In a COVID world where everybody is shut down, all of a sudden we had people who really wanted to be licensed in Florida who could not take the test, because we were no longer taking it in person. And so Florida Realtors worked in partnership with the Florida Real Estate Commission and the DBPR, which is the Department of Business and Professional Regulation, and said, we got to come up with something. I mean, we need realtors, we need real estate licensees, we need to be able to take this test. And so after about 2 months of working with the vendor, figuring out how do you monitor online tests, you can now successfully get your real estate license fully online. So whenever you have anybody moving down from New Jersey or California, they can take their test online fully. It is monitored and proctored, so there still may be some wait time as you do have to sign up for a slot, but it's such an incredible move. In today's world, we have so many people that want to be able to take it at their own pace, but then, not have to worry about getting in person, what that might mean for them. And so that was a huge success for us. And I know our brokers really appreciated it because they like to hire new associates.
Exactly.
And a lot of our brokers hire new licensees. And so for that, it was a really great win for Florida Realtors.